Good morning. 4 more years.
No matter who you voted for, this is a historic day for the country.
We are made for this moment, and we will seize it. Mr. President!
There you have it, the first interview with the newly re-inaugurated 44th President of the United States.
Two controversial issues facing the Obama administration right now.
Hillary Clinton faces some intense grilling on Capitol Hill today.
The fact is, we had 4 dead Americans.
A Senate measure calling for the expanded background checks has now failed. These families are in the midst of their grief. It's right now. Do you feel personally responsible to them?
When you say he doesn't have the guts to stand up to his own party, Mr. Speaker, couldn't you face that same accusation from Democrats?
The public needs to decide whether these programs or policies are right or wrong.
There's word that the man who exposed that program has even more to reveal.
No, I'm not going to be scrambling jets to get a 29-year-old hacker.
Edward Snowden was supposed to get on a plane in Moscow this morning, headed for Havana, Cuba. We have a producer on that plane.
Good morning. Closed for business. The government shut down this morning.
We heard that hashtag Dear Congress, and all day long yesterday, it was actually the #1 trending topic at one point.
Dear Congress, if you ever wonder why young people don't vote, this is why.
The government shut down, now preventing the families of fallen soldiers from collecting death benefits.
Our story did spark outrage from lawmakers.
President Obama falling on the sword over this health care rollout disaster.
That's on me.
Is healthcare President Obama's Katrina?
Good morning. Breaking news. Terror in Boston. The city in near lockdown right now as police search for a 19-year-old suspect.
There's a lot of concern here about somebody who might have an IED.
A Category EF4 tornado at least touched down.
We're standing on a slab that was the driveway, and that's all that's recognizable.
Absolutely heartbreaking. Now, this right here is the Plaza Tower School.
And it just pancaked down on itself. Correct. We are following that incredible breaking news. 3 women who each vanished about a decade ago.
I've been missing for 10 years, and I'm here. I'm free now.
An emotional day in court.
I spent 11 years in hell. Now your hell is just beginning.
The jury found George Zimmerman not guilty.
As you can imagine, there was emotional reaction to the jury's decision both outside the courthouse and all across the country.
We're going to talk to Shelley Zimmerman exclusively in a moment.
I really don't know what he's capable of.
So you now doubt his innocence?
Down, firefighters.
19 members of an elite firefighting crew killed in the line of duty.
They were heroes in our homes, that they're heroes in our community, that they're heroes to the people that they helped spare.
AG 214 heavy emergency vehicles are responding. We have everyone on their way.
It was coming in too low, too slow. They tried to abort at the last minute, but it was far too late.
What caused that New York City commuter train to derail, killing 4 people and injuring more than 60 others. The tragedy hitting home here at NBC.
Such a gentle man.
He was so good at what he did.
I have a dream.
Thousands will be filling that mall as they did 50 years ago this morning.
Breaking news now from the Supreme Court.
Vindication. It was the day San Francisco's Castro District had been waiting for.
New calls this morning for a boycott of the 2014 Winter Olympics in Sochi.
If an athlete marches in the opening ceremony with a rainbow pin, will that athlete be arrested?
Absolutely not.
There is a growing sense of desperation.
When patients come in now, what do you say to them?
We just say we're sorry.
If this is confirmed, it would certainly be one of the worst atrocities of the war in Syria.
Do you think the U.S. still has the right and obligation to act militarily?
Well, the president is not taking that threat off the table.
Large explosions rocked that mall in Kenya where armed terrorists are holding hostages for a 3rd straight day.
There are at least 5 Americans who are wounded.
This is certainly unexpected. Pope Benedict XVI announcing he is stepping down.
We spoke on the phone a half hour ago, and you were just getting word of this.
You can verify that I was startled.
Buonasera.
Former Archbishop of Buenos Aires became Papa of 1.2 billion Catholics around the world.
The official opening of the boardwalk here, as Al just mentioned, a 5-mile-long ribbon.
Morning, guys. I hope you can hear me over the roar of my engine.
Scale of 1 to 10, where does the recovery stand right now? Looking up now. at the beacon on the top of One World Trade Center that welcomes New York City back to the top of the Western Hemisphere. Savannah and Natalie, what a great morning.
Very excited about little Prince Blank of Cambridge.
The baby prince entered the world weighing 8 pounds, 6 ounces.
And as all await to lay eyes on the new royal, the world around is already celebrating.
His Royal Highness Prince George Alexander Louis.
He's a big boy. He's quite heavy.
So I'll ask it to you bluntly. Are you a racist?
No, I'm not.
Facing death. What was that like?
Well, it was strangely peaceful.
For 2 weeks now, Mayor Ford has been under fire.
I was very, very inebriated.
You told me the other day that this behavior that got you into some trouble is behind you.
Yes, I did tell you that. Yes, it is correct.
By saying, I will not go back there, there are going to be some people who look at that decision and say it's a sign of guilt.
I look at it as an admission of innocence.
His stunning online confession to a deadly drunk driving crash. Would you agree to being the poster boy for drinking and driving?
He has provided a statement that he wants us to read. I am Chelsea Manning. I am a female.
The news, unfortunately, is that you won't be in Sochi.
My road to Sochi ends here.
No doubt that this is a result of all those hits?
I can't say for certain, Matt. I mean, I would assume so.
Were there any truly heart-stopping moments for you?
There were points where I was thinking, man, I wish I could just relax.
I don't think it's smart to bet against you. I think I've lost money doing that in the past.
Yes, don't.
Ryan, something happened this morning that hasn't happened to you in almost a decade. You woke up as a free person. How did that feel?
I haven't yet gone to sleep, so.
You took a short maternity leave, just a couple of weeks. Was that hard to pull off? We have exclusive video of that frightening mid-air collision between two skydiving planes.
Raise your hand if you're happy to be alive this morning.
At what point did you realize something is really wrong?
He told me that he was going to kidnap me and take me to Idaho.
After 53 hours through jellyfish, sharks, and rough seas, how are you feeling physically this morning?
It's amazing how the emotional can lift the physical.
Have you called the local authorities? Have they refused to help you get out of that factory?
Yeah, you know, they do things a little bit different over here.
Had you even heard the name Manti Te'o?
I never even heard of who he was.
Let's show you this young lady's video that everybody seems to be talking about.
Have you heard about the kid president?
This is your time. This is my time. It's our time.
Usher and Kid Dance Off, Shannon Sales, Antoine Alexander.
It's going to be the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon.
I know, that's something that you can't dream about that job.
Can we talk about the beards? Are you surprised by the attention you're getting right now?
Not really. I mean, it's kind of what I want.
Jennifer Lawrence, Silver Lining Playbook.
You woke up this morning, you weren't feeling too good.